guys, welcome to Brainwash. I know it's been a long ass time since we uploaded a video and we are really sorry. Anyways, we have created something new, something really exciting just for you guys. We decided to start a series based on Hollywood movies, Hollywood series and also web series, just to get fresher content out there. And don't worry, this won't affect our regular top 10 videos. This series will include videos and discussions about movies or series that we love and so do you. So if you like what you watch, we might just get a new series on board. And we are really sorry about the audio, it's kind of fucked up. Please bear with us. So without any delay, let's start off with our first topic, Game of Thrones.
So hi guys, thank you for joining us today. As we're here to discuss about TV series, the first thing would be I would like to know what are your general opinions regarding TV series. Like when did you start, when did you get to know about it, like this thing exists in general, like what are your opinions?
So my first TV series was obviously Friends. My sister introduced to it.
Okay.
And after that I just didn't stop. I used to search for series, download it and watch.
Okay.
So yeah, I think storytelling is best in that format according to me.
And like how much time back did you watch Friends?
When I was in 11th standard, that was like 6 years ago.
I think everyone started with
Yeah, everyone.
No. I started with How I Met Your Mother.
No, I started with Sherlock.
Yeah, Sherlock was one of
Because
the
this guy introduced me to Sherlock. I
first
was a movies guy.
that got very popular in India.
I was a movie guy, so he came up with Sherlock. He dekh.
Initially it was only rom-coms for me, and then later on I started Sherlock, and then different genres started to come in, and then I was like, yeah, this is something that's really interesting.
But why only Sherlock or Friends? Like, was not there any other web series that you were aware of?
Oh, there are loads out there.
Loads out there, but I guess Sherlock and
It was popular in
Friends
India.
is popular in India very
That-
much.
that
More
was-
than any other series. Now,
Like GOT was popular, but it was not as famous as it is now.
yeah.
So, since we are talking about Game of Thrones, like, what do you guys think about it? What is there in Game of Thrones that you like so much about it?
It's got everything.
Yeah, it's got
It's got everything. It's got politics. It's got romance. It's got
sex.
nudity.
One thing I like about GOT is that it is the most unpredictable TV series out there.
Ever made in history. Yeah, that I agree.
And the most unpredictable.
Like no one is safe.
Yeah.
Like, this unpredictability, you guys like it because you like it yourself or like you were influenced by someone else? Because what I think is that we Indian audience are not totally aware about unpredictability. Like, we are not even open to those kind of things.
Actually,
Yeah, but the thing is, since a very long time, we have been introduced to cinema which is so predictable.
Okay.
Now that we see something so
Yeah,
unpredictable, it is
in,
so attractive.
in Bollywood, almost everything is cliche.
Yeah. So it's like the protagonist is always gonna, win. But here, in the first season, sorry for the spoilers for those who haven't watched.
No.
It's
7 years ago.
season 8, dude, it's too late.
Yes.
Alright, so
The
so
lead.
in the first season, we all were like, oh, Ned Stark is gonna
Sit on the island.
Yeah, he dies, and then we are like, oh my god.
What
This is
happened?
not
What
what we
the
expect.
fuck?
We thought that someone would come and save him. Like, we even thought he would be reborn in some way, but then, no, that's not gonna happen.
He's dead.
Sorry.
He's
dead.
That's the most iconic moment in TV history. Nobody expected that he will die.
Who introduced you to Game of Thrones? Where did you heard about it? Like, you read about it somewhere or you directly started watching it?
I was listening about it like from everywhere, from films, TV, internet.
We started during the 6th season.
I started during the 6th season, as in
You started during the 6th. You started during
The first time.
the very first.
I started on the 4th. I heard my professor talking about it with a student, and then they were discussing about some dwarf. He's really smart, and I was like, what are you talking about? Then I asked them, what is the series that you're watching? They were like, Game of Thrones. I asked them, what is it about? They were like, yeah, it's about politics. You would probably enjoy it. And then I decided one day to just have a look casually, and then I got hooked on it.
I was watching Sherlock and I just went on IMDb to read the fucking show, and it was there in Game of Thrones. And at that time, I think it was the second highest rating after Breaking Bad.
Okay.
So I first saw Breaking Bad, of course. Then I started watching this, and yeah, it's been like one of the best seasons.
But I actually got hooked because I started watching when the first episode of season 6 came in, and I remember watching the finale of season 6 along with my friends and giving spoilers to everybody. I still remember the abuses, the abuses that I got because I was the first to watch the episode that time.
So similarly like Sarvesh, I found out when I told you, I have a habit to search for shows.
Okay.
So I found the show like that, but at that time it was like one episode every week. So what I did was I watched 2 episodes and then I completely stopped watching it. So I used to do like one entire season comes out, then I watch it. It worked for season 1, it worked for season 2. Then after that, it became a phenomenon. Everyone was watching it. So after that, that strategy stopped working because of people like him. So because you can't live in a world where everyone is watching it. Somebody or the other will spoil it
go
for
on
you.
Twitter.
Yeah, you can't go on Twitter. And
So it's like you have to binge watch and watch everything before anyone tells you.
everyone watches. Yeah, exactly.
So like,
Yeah, off social media when GOT comes.
Yeah.
Off social media.
do we watch it together with friends or alone?
No, yeah. Right now it's not possible.
I try to watch it friends, but
Right now the competition is who watches it first.
yeah.
But
I take the
doesn't it
competition
happen?
very seriously.
But doesn't it happens like I'll wait for you, you come, then we'll watch together?
No, yeah, but I told you that there are people out there who are waiting for to spoil it for you, so you can't do that.
Even if some friend is asking to wait, एक साथ देखते हैं करके.
We'll watch it and
Watch
then
it
we'll
and
watch it
keep
again.
quiet.
Okay.
We'll watch it again.
So you'll rewatch it. You'll rewatch it.
Yeah, just watch it.
Yeah. Okay. So how did you watch the episode? Like you were binge watching or you were watching it patiently?
It was binge.
Anyone watched it patiently?
The first 3 seasons
Because
was.
I had no choice.
Okay.
Because of course,
He had some pretty asshole friends.
Yeah, I still do.
Okay.
The,
So
the first 3 seasons were binge watch. After that, I had to watch it. Like,
Almost same. I really envy the people who will discover the show like in a year or 2 because they will have the privilege of binge watching that entire show, which we couldn't.
But then there's also a risk of getting to know the spoilers.
They won't enjoy as much as we did because they will already have
No half of the problem.
We had to wait for the seasons to come. So
that was a big headache.
Yeah.
And we have waited now like almost 2 years, not 2 years.
it's 2 years. It's 2 years.
2 years.
It's 2 years.
2 years.
Usually we have to wait for a year for another season.
Yeah.
So how did this 2 years go? Like how and what were we anticipating?
There are a lot of speculations,
Yeah.
a lot of fan theories, and then like we got hold of anything that the
Anything related to GOT we
Yeah.
saw.
even
Whatever they could
short
give us.
Teasers.
Even teasers, be it new wallpapers or fan theories is my favorite pastime. Because people come up with absurd fan theories.
Sometimes
And
sometimes
they are so good that we can actually think, oh fuck, this can happen.
Okay.
like
So like you were saying that sometimes the theories are right. Like so
Not
which are the
right,
theories that
but they are
prove to be right?
relatable.
no, sometimes they are right.
Sometimes they are right.
At
Yes.
R plus
R plus L equals J.
was right.
Yeah, it was right. Yes.
It came out in the 3rd or 4th season.
Exactly.
The theory, and it was proved to be right in the 7th.
During the 6th season. Yeah.
Seventh.
6th season.
Yes.
It was the 6th season.
But then you have to understand the concept that if you come up with 100 crazy fan theories, one of them is going to be right.
It's like what are those theories?
Actually, there are already so many
Yeah.
theories out there.
And we are
I'm very
We've seen it all.
Submarine.
We've seen it all.
Somebody. Everyone is doing it. Somebody.
Okay, so I have a kind of theory that in the first half of the season, like in the 3-4 episodes, they will defeat the White Walkers, all of them, and the Queen will die. Then,
Cersei.
yeah, and then everyone will die. No one will leave. Like Daenerys and Snow, both will die, and Tyrion will take over as a, what can you say, caretaker type.
See, this is actually very possible.
No,
Now
the
this is
theory
possible.
is
This is very possible.
this is very possible, but there is a point that there is some episode I don't know. I heard the name of the episode, which is the 5th or 6th episode,
Okay.
where the battle is actually happening.
So no, it's actually the 3rd.
It's actually
The Battle of Winterfell, no?
Yeah,
No, not the battle.
Yeah.
Third episode is Battle of
episode.
Winterfell.
Yeah.
that's why I'm saying it can happen.
Oh.
So on basis of the episode title, you are guessing it, right?
Yeah.
But
There are
like,
a lot of
this is one of the theory. you guys might be having yours. Do you have any such theories to speak about?
Yeah, there is this Bran the Builder theory.
Okay.
So it's like Bran might go to the past and maybe he might become the Night King. But then I don't think that's gonna happen. Let's see. Okay. You never know.
So there is another theory which I hope it's not true. The theory is basically somewhat in the lines that Daenerys has to die for them in order to win the war. She has to die, but they can't win. There is this theory.
The Azor Ahai theory,
Yeah,
right?
the Azor Ahai theory. I'm rooting for Daenerys, so I'm hoping that won't happen.
Yeah.
So let's see.
And I think that won't happen because if you see, the writer George R. R. Martin has got this way of writing. He'll make sure that at least one person of each house lives, so that they pass on a successor. You know, so I don't think that Daenerys is
But right now, that's the thing, no? The last season changed everything. Daenerys is not the only one from her line.
Yeah, that's what. So you
Yes,
could
Jon.
I have another theory
But then-
about that.
they have to survive in order. At least Daenerys has to survive to pass on.
No, I have another theory about that. I think she's dead.
Yeah, of course she is.
That's the most prevalent theory out there
Yeah.
because they
She
showed up
is.
in the season finale.
So she has a.
Success.
She has a
Yeah.
Another theory is that the Targaryens have this thing where they don't survive childbirth.
Yeah.
She will die there only.
There's a chance. There's a very high chance.
There's a very high chance.
There's a
of
very
that.
high chance.
We spoke about theories, right? And any ridiculous theories which I have heard
Oh,
about.
I have one. So there is this crazy theory in which and it's about a storyline which didn't get picked up. I think there is there was a love thing going on between.
Tyrion and Daenerys. Okay, that's stupid. That's stupid. Yeah. Okay, that's outright stupid.
But then what makes it appear stupid? Like that can happen, right?
He doesn't look at Tyrion like that at all.
Friend zone.
No, it's not exact.
No, she friend zones everyone around her.
Jorah is the leader of the friend zone. Jorah the explorer.
I feel is that Daenerys, the character, is very clear about the guys she wants around her and what role she wants, and she will make them play that particular role, whatever she wants. So, like for example, Jorah, as she's not interested, fuck off.
Tyrion can think about that.
No, but then there is a level of respect that
Tyrion has for people.
maintains
Everybody, not
that
only
professionalism when it comes to being a politician, right? So he knows not to
And
screw
it
around
will
with
be
that.
changing his timeline a lot, his character a lot, to fall in love with her.
No, but then if you see, he was a bit worried about the relationship between Jon and Daenerys because he likes to maintain professionalism when it comes to politics, and that's why I don't think that he will.
understand this can complicate things.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's why he himself is not falling into any of that matter. That's what I feel.
And right now, I don't think it's going to be possible because we are on a time crunch. Only 6 episodes.
Yeah,
so I
so
don't think there's a
There
lot
is
of
there's no
there's no
scope of
scope of
coming.
introducing a new plot entirely because
Yeah.
that's going to be another story. And all.
So I want to know each of your favorite fan moment kind of thing.
A lot of it actually. First when Joffrey died.
Okay.
No, I don't
One
know.
more.
Second when Jon beats up Ramsay.
Okay.
Battle of the Past.
Guardian of the Bastards, and the third one, the explosion at the.
Set away.
Set away.
Set away.
Okay. So
I personally like the writing a lot because it's like you never expect that to happen. To see a woman who's pregnant getting stabbed in the
okay.
that is something
That-
that was
that's a very
very
good
disturbing
scene.
plus shocking.
But I like the revenge that was taken for that rebel.
Yeah.
That's
was a badass
another great
Badass
moment
scene,
in the show.
another badass scene.
So if I had to pick 2 moments, the one will be definitely when Tyrion and Daenerys meet for the first time, and the second will be when the Septabella when it blows
There's
up.
one common.
That whole sequence, I think it's a 10 minutes per sequence if I'm not wrong.
Which one?
Septabella. Yeah, so I think that is one of the most beautifully shot
Nicely
scene
filmed.
in
I think it's
television
because
history.
of the music as well. I
Yeah.
think
Music also.
plays an
So,
important role there.
See, in that scene, what happens is the characters, the script, the story, the music, everything is going into perfect motion. The music,
It's
especially,
like perfect.
it's perfect.
You are you go in a different kind of trance altogether.
Totally. It's one of the most beautiful scenes. Beautiful as in, it's not beautiful in the end, but yeah, it's like, it's very good.
One other one I really like was the trial of Tyrion Lannister.
Yeah.
When he's in the court and
When he loses his shit.
Yeah.
Like,
like if there was a like competition between all the actors who will act best, he won it that time.
There's this whole sequence he says that I wish that I was the monster you think I am, and that whole sequence is like, it gives you chills.
He was even nominated for that.
Yeah.
Right?
He has been nominated plenty of times.
For that specific episode, he was nominated and won an award.
So the first one for me is when Tyrion is in the cells and we all think that he's done. And then Jaime comes and rescues him, and then like you're kind of rooting for Tyrion to somehow escape, and then he goes and kills Shay, and then his own father, and then he escapes somehow. That is a really kick-ass scene for me. The second one that I really loved was when we all thought that Jon was going to die in the Hard-On episode. I think it was season 5, episode 8. When Jon Snow was like, we all thought that he was going to die. The White Walker was going to kill him. But then he had his Valyrian sword up just in the nick of time, and then he could save himself. I think that was really kick-ass.
So I want to know about your favorite character. Who is he or who is she? Like एक ही बात, एक ही नाम बताओ सर. And let's stick to that one. Okay, I believe Tyrion is everyone's favorite, right?
Not mine then.
Apart from Tyrion.
Jon Snow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Apart from Tyrion, Jaime Lannister.
Okay. Jaime Lannister.
So I would like to take two names just to be like properly balanced. And the female cast I would let's say Daenerys, and the male cast obviously Tyrion. Because if you see the entire show, if you see Daenerys and Tyrion in season 1 and what they are now, it's a huge evolution. Like proper character evolution. If you see Daenerys in season 1, she was this character who was like a damsel in distress.
Naive.
Huh?
Very naive.
Very naive, she didn't know anything, and then she evolved into something so spectacular. Tyrion, for example, he was, all he thought about was drinking and humping and fucking. That's all he thought about.
Okay.
But then he evolved into something of a more serious person, dedicated to a cause. So that's why I personally love those two.
The characters that he's talking about are very well written.
And they are the main focus of the whole show, I would say.
My favorite characters are the dragons. Fuck everybody else. I don't give a damn. Dracarys.
Okay, the main reason I like Jaime Lannister is it's the same reason, but it goes a completely different route. Like we are supposed to hate this guy. Everyone tells us to hate this guy
But
because he has killed the previous king or something, right? I don't remember.
The Mad King.
The Mad King.
The Mad King.
Yeah. But no one gives us the reason why he has done it for like
Unless
3
we,
seasons. 3 seasons, no one tells us why he has done it, why he killed them. And then when he tells I did it for because he was going so mad that he wanted to burn the whole city.
No, that was not the reason.
Yeah, it was
that
it.
was not
No,
the
actually, he
reason.
was going crazy.
Yeah.
He was going crazy, but the reason Jaime killed him was because the Mad King asked Jaime to go and kill his own father.
I'm waiting for this conversation to happen between Daenerys and Jaime. They have not confronted them each other.
Yeah,
That will happen.
The last time we saw them together, Jaime was running towards Janelle to kill her.
Yeah.
With a spear. With one hand and a
But that is part of his charm, you can say.
Yeah.
He is brave.
He's very brave. Stupid but brave.
Yeah.
And Omi, you have to say.
Yeah, I think Jon Snow is the best for me because right from the first season till now, the only thing that he's maintained, like, it's the honorable behavior, honor, right? Which I think he got from Ned Stark, and this is what has brought him where he is. He's always fought for the side that is right. Like, I should give credit where it is due.
I think he's the only character in the entire series with a moral compass.
Yeah.
No one else in that show had a moral compass.
Yeah, and he fucked it up.
And knowing he is not aware about it.
Yeah, he's not aware about it yet.
But then it is normal.
But I want to see his face when he gets to know about it. I want to see his face.
But then
And Daenerys' face as
It is
well.
normal for Targaryens though.
So we spoke about favorite characters, right? Now I want to know about favorite death scenes. Okay, like whose death was more painful? Like you felt very bad for it.
favorite or painful?
Painful.
Painful
is the right word.
Yeah, painful would be the right word.
Oberyn Martin. Oberyn
Oberyn
Martin's death
Okay.
was the most painful. I mean, that was completely unexpected.
All the deaths are unexpected
It
though.
was like a watermelon bursting.
It's a very brutal scene, yeah.
Okay.
I don't like that Baratheon, right? What's his full name?
Stannis Baratheon.
Stannis Baratheon's daughter.
Okay.
The one
Shireen's.
that is sacrificed
Shireen's
for winning the war. Like what the fuck? Who kills his own daughter to win a fucking war? Yeah, so like that was completely pointless. Yet it was painful.
Shireen's
That why it was
Shireen's
painful.
death, yeah.
Shireen's death.
That's why it was painful.
Any more names you want to add?
I'm just waiting for somebody to add one name, but I guess nobody's adding. So
For me,
it's
Yes,
So
even
that's-
Jon
Order.
Snow's death.
Order.
I mean, it was,
Order.
that was emotionally painful.
Yeah, it was very much.
the way it's portrayed, the whole cycle when they complete it in that whole death scene, that's beautiful and painful at the same time.
That is one of the iconic things.
Like that was one that everybody must have cried. Everybody must have cried. For sure.
But what was so much painful about it? Like everyone dies in
The loyalty of his towards Jon Snow or the Stark
Like
family.
everyone dies.
Bran.
Like
Bran,
these
yeah,
two
sorry.
deaths, the daughter one and the Hodor one. Everyone dies, but everyone has a motive.
Okay.
They both didn't have a motive to win anything or do anything.
He died
just-
saving everybody
they
else's
just-
ass.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's why. They didn't have to die.
They
The others
didn't deserve to die.
Yeah, the others have kind of done
Yeah.
something wrong.
But then what about wolves? That was even they died, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah, wolves are also there.
But they kill people also.
I'm not talking about that.
One of the death scenes that I would like to cover is not because that it was satisfying, but because it was very unsatisfying. Is Joffrey. Because I think his death was not satisfying or brutal enough.
Sustainable.
Sustainable. Poison se mar gaya yaar. After what all he did, I think his death should have been much more
The most violent that
Violent. Yes.
or much more stretched out, like it was with Caitlyn or Rob.
No, not even the Theon guy.
Yeah.
Mara nahi, but the way he
The
went.
way he was tortured, dude. सच तो मर ही जाता.
But that is like how well his character was written that he wanted him to die more brutally.
Yeah.
And
It
that
was
also
brutal, not
made
like
it
it
so
was not
nice.
brutal. He became purple by the end of it. And you are still talking about you wanted it to be more brutal. So it's just how the character was rendered as.
No. Matlab, if you watch the entire series, there have been much more brutal deaths than Joffrey's.
And what do you guys think about Peter Baelish's death?
Oh, that was
Most satisfying.
coolest like that scene.
Right?
Coolest death
Because
scene.
He was the guy who actually.
Arya won it. Arya just nailed that entire scene.
Yeah. He was the guy who started all of this, right? He was the one who poisoned Jon Arryn, and then everything started.
But I think Peter Baelish's death was done specifically to satisfy the audience. Because we all knew it was coming, but not exactly how it was coming.
Exactly. It's
But I
very
liked the way it
unpredictable.
came.
Yeah.
I liked the way it came.
I have one more question regarding there is a hashtag trending right now, like for the throne. So do you guys really think that the series which is moving towards the end, will it really be about the throne or will it be about something else which is going to be
The entire series is about survival.
Okay. So do you think the hashtag is just
Actually, who
hashtag is so do you think that the
I
hashtag
guess
is
throne is completely sidelined as of
Okay.
now. Because it's about survival against the White Walkers. That's it.
but still they are advertising totally on about the throne, right?
Yeah.
So are they fooling the audience or
No,
they
I
are
think
just
somehow it was always about the throne. It was always about getting a position of power.
okay?
But then, as Daenerys wanted to break the wheel, what she meant by that was she wanted to break the Iron Throne. She wanted to decentralize the power, which she still wants, according to me. Then let's see.
Right now, the primary focus, as Sid said, is survival. Everyone wants to survive because their odds are stacked against them. The army they are looking at is endless. It's made of dead people. And by the way, if in their army if anybody dies, they will be turned into their army.
Okay.
That will happen.
So right now the odds are stacked against them. So right now it's not about the throne, it's about survival. At least for the first 4 episodes, I think it's going to be about survival.
So why is Game of Thrones like promoting that hashtag?
See, another one reason can be because towards the end it is
about power.
It is about power. It is about who is going to end up, because that has been the question for at least 7 years now. Who is going to end up at the top? That's the question. But right now the question is who will survive right now. Because right now
whoever survives is going to space sitting on
The reason I said like I put forth my theory was I think it's gonna be about the throne at the end of the series. Like the last 2-3 episodes will be about. At first it can be about survival against the White Walkers and everything else. And you remember this, in the last episode the Queen Cersei says that she will not help them that much. Like when they are attacking,
she will send her forces.
She will send her forces to conquer all the other ones. She says that at the end to Jamie. And Jamie leaves because he doesn't believe in her. So it's gonna be about the throne for the Queen, and when they defeat the White Walkers, it's gonna be about the throne. That's why the hashtag is called important.
Okay. So this is the last question, right? He said some mar jayenge. Okay. He is not at all aspirational about it. What do you guys think? Like just a one-liner.
I don't think everyone will die. Of course, it has to be.
So that is what he means to say. Yeah. But you guys might have a different thing.
Yeah, so I think there will be at least one member from each house that's gonna survive.
Okay. What do you think?
I think some houses need to go. And they should go.
Which would house go?
According to me right now, the only lead character, I think the House of Lannister needs to go. Because I don't think they, apart from Tyrion, no one has right now anything to contribute after the final war ends.
So, do you have anything else to it? Apart from some budget?
Just waiting for season 8 right now because there are only 6 episodes. So, I don't want to get into predicting anything or reading fan theories or anything.
Stay offline.
Yeah,
just want to watch an
episode.
Okay.
Because it's like I'm just waiting for 14th of April to come so that I can see the first episode, complete the entire season, then sit and again watch the season from the beginning.
Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. If you guys really like the video and want us to make more content like this, like up this video. Also, do give us your suggestions or recommendations about more such series or movies that you want us to talk about in the comments below. Thank you so much for supporting us, guys. Follow our social media accounts to get to know us better, like and share this video, and subscribe to Brainwash for more videos like these.